Howdy folks! April the 1st has come and gone, and I actually got into the spirit of things this year by doing my first ever April Fool video, where I tacked this onto the end of my latest World of Warships video, promising World of Warships closed beta access keys to anybody who clicked the link in the video description. Thousands of you did. And so thousands of you probably became the first people to get rickrolled in years. Some of you clicked the link even knowing that there was going to be something stupid at the other side of it, so curiosity. Anyway, obviously I wasn't the only person on the internet who did something stupid on the 1st of April. All kinds of people got in on the act. Microsoft announced that they were taking things back to basics with the new MS-DOS operating system for mobile phones. Here in England, the Greater Manchester Police proved that they had a sense of humour by announcing on Twitter that you could get somebody released from prison by voting for them on Twitter. Prisoners with the most votes would also win a holiday. The Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum put Wonder Woman's invisible plane on display for a day. Scientists at the Large Hadron Collider confirmed the existence of the Force. One unnamed researcher was quoted as saying, "Very impressive the result is." Cottonelle, an American toilet paper manufacturer, announced toilet paper for lefties. Pet supplies company Petco announced the revolutionary dog on a stick. That's right, it's a selfie stick for your dog. If you found yourself on Google Maps on April the 1st, well, a picture's worth 1,000 words. But what about our favourite games? Well, I logged into Guild Wars 2 on the 1st of April, and Guild Wars 2 just got weird. For a start, they'd messed around with the colour palette, and then there was this. What the hell? This was amusing for about a minute, and then it just got really, really annoying. So, nice try, Guild Wars, but yeah, better luck next year. World of Tanks was, well, it was kind of disappointing this year. They did introduce an in-game event, because everybody loves artillery. Where as soon as you get 10 kills, it unlocks an artillery consumable that can fire anywhere on the map, and spreads love and friendship with rainbow suitcase magic. Unfortunately, I never got to see it in action, because it took 4 games at the most before I remembered why it is I never play World of Tanks, unless I've got a platoon anymore. But at least they did something, unlike World of Warships. Which is understandable. World of Warships is still in closed beta, and the development team have far, far better things to do with their time than mess around with April the 1st gags, but who didn't want to see this? World of Warship devs, I know you're listening. Right. You had your chance this year, that's fine. Next year, make it happen. No excuses. Actually, the best thing that Wargaming did this year was something that wasn't actually even in any one of their games. On their various different web portals, you could play this flash tower defense game, World of Tanks Operation Undead, and it was really, really good. I spent far too long playing this thing. Amazingly addictive. But as usual, whatever you think of Gaijin Entertainment, and they have been squandering an awful lot of community goodwill lately, they always go the full 9 yards for April the 1st. 2 years ago they had Friendship is Magic with jet-powered ponies in random battles. The year after that they had the giant snail terrorising the Stalingrad map. And this year, not 1, but 2 new game modes in War Thunder. In a move that totally wasn't a dig at Wargaming's World of Tanks, they introduced the unrealistic battle mode, where you can drive rubber inflatable tanks armed with a devastating array of weaponry. You can launch potatoes or armour-piercing composite rigid carrots at other rubber inflatable tanks. Gasp at the introduction of a fantastic, innovative new health bar technology. Marvel at the strong physics. No, sorry. I can't do this anymore. I have to admit, I did think that Gaijin was sailing a little bit close to the wind, given what they've actually done to realistic battles in the last patch to, well, balls of steel. That's all I'm going to say. Introducing a new game mode and having the nerve to call it unrealistic battles. Given what they've done to realistic battles recently, well, braver men than I am. And to be honest, this game mode was, well, it got pretty old pretty quickly. It was amusing for about a minute. However, this wasn't the only thing that they did. The second new game mode that they introduced was an absolute work of genius. The event took the form of an arcade battle live event, and like other arcade battle live events, you're given a selection of tanks from which to choose at the start of the event, most of which you don't have enough points accumulated to actually deploy. So you jump into something that you do have the points to play, such as a KV-1, and you drive around shooting up other tanks until your KV-1 gets knocked out and you've earned enough points to drive something slightly bigger. And in this case, slightly bigger was this thing. Drive fear into the hearts of your enemies with the ST-1. Strong Soviet engineering, available now for 1 day only. Crush your enemies, drive them before you and hear the lamentation of their repair crews. Fueled by the purest Soviet vodka and armed with the 152mm Hand of Stalin howitzer, the ST-1 is the ultimate expression of modern Soviet technological superiority on the battlefield today. Yeah, you can say what you like about Gaijin, but when it comes around at the 1st of April every year, they never disappoint. Take care, folks. I'll catch you next time.